Where's that confounded bridge? Oh, there it is. Greetings, everybody. This is the Release 132 update live stream. Getting more organized and more chaotic at the same time. So, in the true
More
spirit of
organized, but
Shroud.
also 12 minutes late.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. In the true spirit of Shroud of the Avatar. Okay, so, well, you guys know the drill. Let me go through the little scripty thing I have for the introduction, and then we'll go from there. So, welcome to Shroud of the Avatar's Release 132 live stream. Each month we have a live stream the day after we publish the major update. This month is the day after because of Thanksgiving. And this month's update is Release 132. We are now almost just barely away from our 11th year anniversary. That will be next month. And Shadow of the Avatar is a free-to-play online game with over 400 scenes to explore. Follow us here on Twitch at /Shroud of the Avatar, no spaces. On Facebook, Shroud of the Avatar. On Twitter, Shroud of Avatar. Or via RSS on our website, shroudoftheavatar.com. We have at least one live stream per month, providing updates on game development as well as upcoming events and sales. Today, we will have at least 2 prize name giveaways. To enter, type the phrase Happy Harvest into any in-game chat, including whispers, or make a purchase on the website. Players can enter the phrase in-game or make a purchase on the website to enter anytime during the day of the stream. So that's anywhere from midnight Central Time for today, Friday, until about a few minutes before we actually pull the drawing.
Which can be any drawing. If
yeah.
you say it after the first one, you'll get in for the next.
Yes, yes. You are still entered into all the drawings just by putting in the phrase once. So no need to go several times. And we will add a round of prize drawings for each hype train level completed by the folks watching the stream in Twitch. And we will also add a round of prize drawings for each additional hour that the stream extends beyond its intended original 1 hour length. One note on here, we are currently looking at other social media platforms to be on for you guys to follow us on. We'll get back to you with more information on that in the near future, hopefully. So we've got to talk about some things at team meetings and do some updates to processes and stuff. And we'll update the script as well to let you know where you could follow us in the future. So let's see. Currently, Kodos are on sale on the website for 20% off. That's yeah, and the rolling 2-hour in-game Crown Store sales will be 30% off. Next month is a big month for us. That's going to be the 11th anniversary, and I'm sure most of you people know what that means. There'll be some special stuff going on, including sales and things along those lines. All right, now I'm just going to skip over all this stuff and let's go back down to where we were. So the next thing I will go through here after I reset time of day game. These are the prizes for today's prize drawings. Okay, so in order, we have the Harvest Fall Wreath from 2019 and a Autumn Leaf Shield. That I guess I should probably pick this up and equip it, show it off a little bit. Equip. There we go. Face the sun, ding dong. Okay, good deal. There you go. All right, so that's what that'll look like. And then he's fighting with me. Then we have a 2016 cornucopia next year we're probably going to be doing a new cornucopia. That'll be cool. A fall apple tree and a fall white birch tree. That's, I think, right? Yeah, fall white birch. And then, of course, the grand prize, as it were, the last prize, is this elven village sized keep home, which is a pretty good open floor plan. Very rustic looking. And I always forget to turn on my headlights here. Has roof access and has these 4 little turrety things so that we can go up there and get a little bit of a better view of everything that's around you.
Or snipe your neighbors.
Yeah. This isn't what I should be on. Down on the trees and stuff there. Right. So, these are the prizes for today. You may notice if anybody is actually counting, there's more than 5. We ended up putting 6 prizes in today, so a little bit of a bonus. Some more prizes to deliver than usual. So, as I said, next month we will be having our anniversary live stream. This is generally a 4-hour live stream, and I have put out the invites to all the devs, all the current devs, all the past devs, and all the devs who come and go as they please, apparently. So, we
They
will
do say
be.
managing programmers is like herding cats, so coming and going as they please is pretty accurate.
Yeah, exactly. So we will have a bunch of developer types on the stream, and of course, this also means, and I'm not going to give too much away right now, but we'll be having our special item for the quarter that'll be going on during next month, and then there'll be some special things going on Novia, and some door prizes and prizings and other stuff that I can't tell you about. But yeah, working on a whole bunch of stuff. I got some stuff going on here, and one of our devs, Enal Nomad, is working on something special for us for next month. So hopefully we'll get that done in time. I'm not telling you his real name. No, you're gonna have to figure it out. So there you go. And of course, I'm doing all this and not even looking at where is my windows are not organized today. There we go. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so that brings us current, I believe. And this month, of course, is in U.S. Thanksgiving, and we did a whole harvest theme. We did our annual harvest sale. Again, there's folks out there who ask questions and stuff, and just to say that there is an obvious pattern if you pay attention. So when our sales occur and what happens during those sales and things along those lines. So there you go. Think about that for a second. We have coming into the game this month some good stuff. We have always wanted to be in this position, and we're just getting ourselves organized finally to do this type of thing. So basically, and I'm going to turn on the GM thing so I can see. So this month, we're putting into the game the stuff that you would want to buy between this month and next month. So in other words, Yule things have gone into the game now, so that we are not getting them in a release that's only a couple of weeks away from the Yule holiday at the end of December. So we definitely have some good stuff in the store for that. One of our wonderful, awesome devs, Allium here, has updated the Yule stockings and Christmas trees and Geez, I don't know. Did you do this? You did the Snow family too, right?
I think you did that last year and we didn't stick them in, so they were just sitting there all year.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what I've done and not. We added a poinsettia, a Yule log. Uh, excuse me, Scotty did the Yule log, of course, and uh,
And also a craftable stocking recipe, which we haven't had a new one of since 2017.
oh, there you go. And then of course the present boxes, uh, which I sadly failed to get a new set of Halloween ones in this year. So I know you guys are going to want to do the pitchfork and torch thing for me on that one, but we're trying to get a little bit better organized with itemization. As I said in the newsletter, we've actually had some special meetings this month to talk about that. We're plotting things out and we're going to try to get ahead of ourselves as much as we can so that way the items that need to go into a release prior to a holiday have the updates in them, and then we're not racing around trying to get Christmas things into the game or Yule things into the game within a week or two of the holiday itself. So, okay, so with all that said, uh, yeah, so next month in the patch, we will be doing things that are more oriented towards January. And speaking of the patch next month, that will be the release date for next month is the 19th, I think it was. Is that right? Yes, the 19th, the 19th of December. So, as most of you know, I've been trying to avoid doing the short release thing. Traditionally, Portalarium had and Catnip had been doing November and December releases, basically in like it was November was like around the 17th, the 18th, and then December would be between the 12th and the 15th. And the bottom line is that this just doesn't give anybody enough time to do anything. Although the concept behind it was to make sure that the dev team had the opportunity to go visit family and relax and have a little bit of a break, um, and with the team being as small as it is now, uh, we would never be able to do a full release in 2 weeks. So based on what I've done, uh, November worked out okay. So the day before Thanksgiving, we did our release. Everything got into the release that needed to be into the release, except for one item. And I'm still hoping to get that in a patch, and we'll see what happens. And then December, even though I would have done it actually during Christmas week, like same thing, maybe Christmas Eve or something along those lines. It turns out that I'm going to be going away for the holiday, and even though I will have internet where it is, it's a little bit too risky to try to do a commitment to go do all that stuff remotely. Um, Plus, we still also want to do our anniversary stuff, so that would require a patch for what we plan on doing for that. So, so basically, we came down to the point where I said, okay, we're going to do a release on the 19th, which is definitely a lot better than the 12th because it would have been the 12th. That's just way too soon. That gives us a few weeks to get everything in order. Damon to do the magic that he's working on, and
Hey, you said his name.
oh, did I say his name? Oh, oops. Yeah, yeah. No, no, you didn't hear that. It was the Enel Nomad. Yeah, yeah, Enel Nomad. He's going to do some magic. But we're going to get all that going, and then we'll have our anniversary live stream on the 20th, on that third Friday of December. And as I said, everybody's been invited to that internally, so hoping to make a big thing with that. Still not enough time to do everything that I want to do. I have a lot of ideas and hopes and dreams for things that I want to get done, but there's still not enough time to get that done. This is one of the reasons why we're trying to get all the planning and itemization stuff stocked up ahead of time, so we're not like racing around every month to get things done. The goal really, really, really is to get to a true quarterly release schedule where the subscriber rewards, the login rewards, all the stuff that we have to do on a monthly basis are pre-programmed, pre slotted. They're all there, and then this will allow me to still be maintenance. In fact, the maintenance might even really be more often, but just less intrusive. Where maybe every week or every other week, I could bounce the game server to clear up memory leaks and maybe apply critical patches here and there. But we wouldn't have to have a release cycle every single month, which forces the entire team to stop working for a week. I mean, granted, team can work on their own computer for a week, but then we can't test stuff. A lot of things that we work on require uploading, the scenes, objects, you know, source code, whatever, to the project to be able to properly test it, especially if it has something to do with the player in town or dungeons or anything along those lines. We can't really accurately test those or properly test those locally. And uh, having to do that during the week of release, we have to freeze everything. Otherwise, things and I guess some of you veterans will know that it pulls unfinished content into the game. So if we continue to do our work during that release, you'll end up having inconsistencies, a lot of more bugs and instability in the actual game itself. So obviously, I would hope that everybody's noticed that the game has been way more stable over the years, and uh, especially over the last couple of years, we've increased and enforced the procedures. So it's just like everything else out there. The rules are out there. It's just whether or not you're going to follow them. So now we're following the rules, and we're able to make sure that the live server for a new update is as bug free as it possibly can be. If there's content that we've detected there's an issue with, we hold it back. And we don't put it into the release. So sometimes you'll see a release like this month. This is, we're in November and December, which are primarily bug release months. So we don't aim to do any new content. I'm working on dungeons, and I hope to do some new content throughout this. And this is one of the things that I'm hoping to still get into a patch is a new dungeon room. But I've been working on other things, so it's not always a possibility to get those things done. Um, and so the point is that in some of these releases, you might not see as much in the release notes as in other months. And that's because bigger things are being done, things that take more releases, or we did something, intended to release it, and then say, yeah, no, that's not up to our standards. So this is the point I'm trying to make is that the standards are definitely going up. I'm not I'm not looking to shove stuff into the game just to get things into the game. I want the content to be good. I want the content to have quality, be interesting, and I want it to not have bugs. So we will do things as they are ready to be done. So that way the devs don't get rushed. There's not as much pressure on them to whip something out and then fail to test it properly, and everybody's happy because the game is more stable that way. So all right, I'll shut up for a second because I've just been rambling here. So Allie, what do you got going on?
Recovery from release.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's
Clearly,
basically
my
where we
sleep
all.
schedule has been completely reversed, worse than usual.
Yep,
So,
yep. The bug brigade will never be out of a job, Merrick. There's always some kind of a bug going on, but I'd love to be able to get it down. I mean, as it is now, I think we've reduced the backlog on the bugs very well. I mean, my phrasing is not good here, but my grammar. But
For some categories, yeah.
Yeah, some things are still gonna, and that's the thing is that, what was I think I said that in the release notes, right? Some tougher bugs. So things that require more code changes or experimentation with the code to find out why, that's not working, debugging, things along those lines. But we're definitely hacking away at all the bugs. So anyway, um, oh, a hat? We haven't done a hat in years. Oh wait, no, we just did a hat. So. Um, Yeah, so you're looking for a hat. We just did a fishing hat, really, right? The bucket hat is in the game now, and there was a special one that went out that was themed uh, themed like MASH, the TV show MASH. It had the fly lures on it, and we have another special item that's coming up next month. Actually, there's some additional things to that, which I won't talk about. I'm going to leave something to be a surprise, but um, it's going to be interesting. So, yeah, hairstyles that would be nice, actually. Some more hairstyles. I had worked on that a little while ago, and it got set aside. But I think that putting more hairstyles into the game would be a good idea.
Or fixing the whole uh, red ponytail holders
That's
thing.
what I was working on.
Yeah. We don't need more hairstyles, we just need that fixed.
Yeah, and then I had fixed it. I had fixed it in one way where I was gonna add in
Yeah, one of each
yeah,
to toggle
exactly.
through.
Right.
That
And
would be fine, I think.
yeah,
It would just get it in.
yeah, it would get it in. But it's like as was pointed out by Enal Nomad, um, by yeah, Damon had mentioned had noted that well, if we do that way, then you're going to have a problem when if you go in and fix it properly. The way to fix it properly would be to put in uh, just like we select the hair color, we should be able to select the bead color, right? Or the
Yeah.
and have an actual uh, hue chart, whatever the color chart for it. So that's why I set it aside. Otherwise, I could have had it working, and uh,
But how many years ago was that? Just get it in.
yeah, that was a while ago. That was in 3 years ago, I think, actually. And it was set aside, but I guess, yeah, I guess we could do it. Because the main reason why Damon said that we shouldn't do it that way was because it was going to add bloat to the client. But the thing is, the amount of bloat it's adding to the client is not horrendous. Now, I will say though, if we go in there and like, I mean, initially I was just adding in a black one, I think. I think I was changing red to black,
Mm-hmm.
so that way you have a choice between red and black, that type of thing. And but of course, we all know what's going to happen as soon as you put that out. People will say, "Oh, make one pink, make one white, make one,"
Well, what would be nice would be to make it match the hair color, at least for like the ponytail holders and the bun holders. It doesn't quite make sense for the ends of braids.
Right, right, yeah. So the point being, of course, there is not so much that it's an issue, right? It's just that if you're going through the hairstyles, if I do it that way, then you're going to be going through 15 different uh, ponytail hairstyles for one for each color of the hair holder thing, whatever um, that's called. And then that would be for any of the other hairstyles. There would have to be an iteration for each one, and it becomes sequential.
Yeah,
So that's a
it'd be
problem.
bun, ponytail, the dreadlocks, and the
The,
braids.
yeah, the braids is the double ponytail basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, it's not a lot of them, but that could. I mean, if we did it properly, like, I guess it would be maybe. Let's just be conservative and say 6 colors, right? It could be 15, but let's say it's 6 colors. So it still adds like 40 styles that you would have to scroll through.
Yeah.
So that's really even outside of everything that was said, that's really the real reason to actually come up and make it. Is you could just actually go and say, yeah, bring up the hairstyle, select, almost like a dye thing, right? Where it's dye
Mm-hmm.
slots, select color for the hair, and select the color for the hair adornments, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that sadly is something that is going to need some coding. I gotta have that changed, but um, I mean, in the meantime, I suppose we could probably set something up where it's just sliding through just to get something other than the red. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out what to do. So that might be something we just actually just bite the bullet and have the code done. All right. So let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, we are coming up on the time for the prizing draw for this hour, which will be 2 drawings. And remember, there's one extra prize in there, so there's going to be 6 winners per drawing. And,
Just me making a note for later.
okay, yeah, confused me for a sec. Um, Let me see here. I want to go. So, of course, we could do Ask a Dev stuff, and I want to see if anybody's been asking questions in the thing apart from what we already asked for, answered. So let's just see. Let me scroll back here. A Cavalier fishing hat. I don't know. I don't know if we want to add lures onto a Cavalier hat, but that's kind of interesting. I'd say idea. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to head over to Castletos and see how many people we have over there.
Why don't we have a dyeable Cavalier hat? For a lot of those original Virtue hats, we put a dyeable one in the store as well that just doesn't have the Virtue symbol.
Huh. I don't know. That is a good question. Maybe we could
Maybe
do
one
that.
slot for the hat and one for the feather.
That sounds like a plan. I like that. Jira that.
Yeah, that was the first one out of the whole set of them.
Oh, was it? The Cavalier
Yeah.
hat was really the first one, huh? Okay. All right. So let's see. What do we got here? Who's where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nearby players. That's right. This. Okay. So if you're new to the game, this is Castle Atos. This is a scene or a zone that's down by the perennial coast area of the main map. And if you go in here, you could jump into this fountain, and it will give you a buff, the Blessing of Atos, and it's currently at maximum strength because we have enough people in the scene. The strength of the buff depends on how many people are actually in the scene hanging out, doing stuff in here. The scene actually has a training area in it and crafting tables, vendors, all sorts of stuff like that. So it's a great place to get together with the community and shout bank.
Yeah, show the other fountain as well.
Okay. And the other fountain is over here on the other side. This one gives you a buff to increase your training.
The amount, yeah, the XP is applied per skill use.
So you get 100% skill learning speed. So it'll eat up your XP quicker, so you raise levels
and then you can
quicker.
Go over to the crafting area or the area with the training dummies. The skill learning buff only applies while you're in Castle Atos. If you leave, it disappears. And I saw someone asking last night what the equivalent to Castle Atos was over by Blood River, and we're not going to do more than one of these, because the reason that Castle Atos is set up with so many nice things that make people want to gather here is so that people will gather here. If we make more than one, people will be split up.
Exactly. So this is like the community center, the official community center for the game. It's a nice place to visit.
And it never rains there, so.
Castle Atos is such a happy place. And it has the, of course, it's named after Atos, which is Chris Spears. And
Knight Rider asks, when are you going to open the doors to the castle? Which I have to reply, it's only a model.
Nice. You know, it's funny. This is this scene we have added some stuff into the scene over the years, where some of the rooms were opened up, made useful for some things.
Nemesis Darkwood, you cannot purchase this as a pot template because although it is technically flagged as a pot, so it has an owner, right now it's not even working as a pot for us, much less for players to use.
Exactly. All right, so have I missed any questions in the thingy? Let's see. No, it looks like it's all good. Next month we have Yule Deco to put out, right? Or should when does that
It
start?
should come on automatically.
Oh, good. That's right. It's in the timer. Great. Good
Yeah,
deal.
there is a switch hidden on the back of the castle for the Yule stuff or for the LB birthday stuff, but they're also one-timers.
All right. Awesome. Did the fireworks work? So I was actually out of pocket during that those 3 days. I don't know if the fireworks worked in November.
For your birthday? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they did.
Okay,
You
cool.
had a lot of people telling you happy birthday.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the happy birthday wishes then. I was out of town for that.
You reset the game time?
Yes, I could do that.
And when are we due a prizening?
We are due to do it in 1 minute. So we will start working on that right now. So if you have not yet, please, in game, say Happy Harvest. Anywhere. In a whisper, in Universal, Zone Chat, whatever you want.
You could whisper it to Ravalox.
Okay, let's write it down. All right. Okay. So I went down to the Texas Renaissance Festival for my birthday, and a bunch of the players were down there, and they got a cloak out of that. I think that that cloak is going to be delivered sometime this week or next week, and if it hasn't already been, and we had fun. Went all over the place. That place is huge. Okay, I'm running the prize meeting now.
And speaking of Renaissance festivals, I am reminded that someone recently asked for an Eat Turkey Leg emote. And I have to point out that a turkey leg is what you eat when you just use the eat emote. So we don't need to just rename the emote.
Okay, there's one. Just a second. Let's go to these.
A raw turkey leg with feathers still on it. Oh dear.
Oh, that's kind of ew.
Oh yeah. Look at the people in front of you eating.
Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, prankster. Yeah, those certainly do look like turkey legs. Okay, so let's see here. We have oh, the second one didn't pop, so gotta run it again. So I was hoping. I mean, this is the other thing. Is like I really didn't take holidays into account for things that I wanted to get done this month and next month. Um, so I was hoping to do some live streaming of dungeon work. In fact, I want to do a dungeon room from concept birth all the way through to its creation and shoving it into QA, right? Obviously not the build itself, but getting it ready for the build. And that's because I've done streams showing people like, okay, I'm going to go in here and then I do the prefab work, drag things around, make the entrances, exits, all that type neat stuff. And that's those streams last an hour, maybe 2 hours, whatever. But it's like uh, building a room from scratch is probably about 6 hours, 7 hours worth of time doing stuff. So I really want to do a stream to show people in general how much time is really put into making these things. So sadly, I didn't have the time to do the stream this month, but I definitely want to continue to do that. And sadly, between now and December 19th, I don't know if I'm going to have time to stream work streams. I will still try. So I kind of, that's why I don't schedule them because if I do, then I wouldn't be able to keep to the schedule properly. So if I could get on there and do a work stream so you guys can see stuff, it will have to be ad hoc. And I also said I was going to try to vary the times that I do it so that way uh, people in different areas of the world be able to be more likely to be able to watch and stuff. But anyway, that's my goal there. After the 19th, of course, the last week of the month, I got the Christmas stuff going on this year, which I did not expect. This is the first time in a long time I'm doing that type of thing. So that kind of blots out that period of time. I can't do anything there. But all through January, leading up to the January release, then I should be able to do some streams then. Because I am I have put um, uh, a stop to scheduling anything for January. I'm trying not to. I've been to a lot of concerts, events, and other things going on, holiday and related. So over the next 3 months, I'm avoiding adding anything else onto my schedule. It's going to take me away from the computer so I can get more stuff done. And of course, if I get more stuff done, you guys get to see more stuff during the during work streams. Okay, so let's do prize bot. Do the prizings. Which would you like to do? Read names or prizes?
Now there's one there that I'm going to absolutely mess up, so I'll let you do it.
Okay, all right. So go ahead with the prizes.
The 2019 fall wreath goes to
Trader and Aristodemus.
The autumn leaf shield goes to
The Fair Le Hermit. And Setos II.
the ornate cornucopia 2016 goes to
Austria. And Seal Astra.
the fall apple tree goes to
Gwendolyn, I don't know how you say this next word, Obscuro, and Thorin Strongarm.
the 3-story full white birch tree goes to
Hellier Duroc and Shepri.
and the Elven Keep village home goes to
Psychodelia and Chepri.
I call hacks.
Yes, we had a dupe there. Yeah, still haven't been able to track down why it does the dupes. It's kind of like a question once whether or not we should actually fix that. But so congratulations to everybody who has won prizes with our little bonus extra prize round item in the rounds there this time. So anyway, all right. So let's see here. I'm gonna go back to Ask a Devs. Let's see what we got here. One that was recently asked, which is, I want to stress when you guys do an Ask a Dev, it's the Ask a Devs are meant for technical questions as to like, is this buff supposed to do a thing, right? That type of situation. If you want to ask for something that is not yet in the game, uh, or something that's in the game that you think should work differently, that's a wish list item. And Ask a Dev is not the best place to put that. So please put those into the forums, into the wish list area. That way you have a full forum post that you could go in there, explain what you're talking about, show pictures, videos, paper mache models, all that neat stuff. And then the community also has the opportunity to give feedback on it, and it's all in one place. Ask a Devs are really meant for the one line type thing. So this one here is we're a little like it's a little vague. So this might have been something that would have been better to bring up into the forums. Uh, but here's what it is. So why can't we have visible ghosts floating around? So since the ghosts in our game are visible, I'm assuming that they're talking about when the player is dead. And actually, if we did that, then it could be exploited for PvP res killing and other things along those lines. Because if a player is dead, they could run around and show other players where things are and have no risk for the reward.
Or
So
they could be followed to the Ankh that they choose. They can't pick one across the zone, so no one knows where they're going.
exactly right. So yeah, so that's not something that we would want to have into the game because it would actually uh, um, it would definitely be too much of a risk of being exploited. Yes, we all know what people are like and players and what they do. So there you go. Let's see what else we got. Is there another one in here that looks good?
Let's see.
Okay. Well, somebody asked about the energy vortex in the breach. So that's a very rare spawn.
Yeah, but it is a spawn. It isn't just a dev summon, although we do like to do that.
Yeah. uh, oh, here, this is valid. The royal orb. The description is vague. How much does it reduce the commissions? Does it only work on the items in the inventory when used, or if you add additional items during the month, does it also reduce commission on those items?
Um, it does reduce things that are added anytime after it becomes active during that whole time. I can check the player instructions and see what's in there on the Royal Orb and mess with that a bit.
Yeah, we'll get updated a little bit.
Although it would help to spell it correctly. No, Hugo in Pieces, that's the Royal Scepter. Gives tax-free. Or a tax credit. What a Royal Orb does is reduce the commission on a commissioned vendor. But so many people have commission-free vendors that the orbs don't get as much use as the scepters do.
Yeah, it's just the Novia Map Atlas is a container. It's just a place to save all your maps in.
Yep, it's the smallest container, which is actually a nice little thing to have.
Okay, and some of these are outdated at this point. I don't remember. Did we address the VR thing on stream? Probably not, right?
I don't recall that we did, no.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is October 25th. I don't think we did this on the last stream, but Strider Green had asked, what would it take to introduce VR with headsets into this game to take us into the next decade? The world would be amazing in 3D. I'm glad to. I'm glad that you think that it would be amazing in 3D, and I agree with you on that because actually I've done a thing in Novia, which I'm going to go there now.
Someone just threw a snowball at you. How
Yeah,
rude.
I saw that. So I'm leaving, huh? Um, the bottom line here is that Chris Atos had played with VR for a brief period of time to see if he could get it working in the game, and it was abandoned at that moment. I'm not going to say permanently abandoned because you could probably look at it again. But there was a more significant amount of work involved in getting it working than he had supposed there would be. So it was set aside at that moment. And so it would definitely take extra funding to get that in. And of course, VR is, the headsets type of thing where you're looking through that. But this is kind of like what you would see. Um, on Novia, if you wanted to, you could actually double tap V, which is the default binding for the view key. Changes you from third party to over to shoulder, and then into first person mode. Novia, we don't have the over the shoulder look, so it literally just goes from the extended third person view to a direct first person view, and I'm actually kind of a fan of this.
Side note though, that it does still take 3 toggles because there is a slot there that isn't being used. So if you hit the V and nothing happens, you hit the V again because it's on the one that isn't doing anything.
Right, exactly. Yep, and so to me, this makes it's more interesting to walk over the overworld on in this view, in my opinion. And if you're coming up on one of those random encounters, the NPCs that are trying to get your attention on the overworld, then it's you can still avoid them. It's just more you don't get advance notice that they're there, right? Like there's the bandit up there. If I had this in third party mode, I would, be more alerted a little bit sooner and definitely wouldn't come anywhere near them. See, I could walk right around them. So anyway, I like this. I'm actually the one who introduced the first person onto Novia. The devs at the time felt that there would be problems with it, and they didn't like the fact that the houses were going to be at the wrong scale, things like that. But um, I think it's cool. So I changed the code and made it so we could do this on the overworlds. So there you go. This is currently as close as you're going to get to VR in the game. Dokie.
Or
All
you
right.
could just travel by scroll everywhere.
Well, yeah, you can do that too. Oh, it's a different perspective on the world. Sucks. All right. Motion sickness mode. Yeah. Well, that's yeah, that could definitely be a thing. Okay. Looking. See if there's anything else. Most of the stuff that's coming in for Ask Devs are definitely belong in wish list items. And I definitely don't. I want to avoid answering any Ask Devs that are wish list items because they really need to get into the wish list and get public commentary on those. Oops. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, so sadly, where we are right now, there's a bunch of stuff that I can't talk about. So, things I want to do for next month, which need to be surprises. And all I can say is that definitely keep an eye out for next month is for sales and special things, events, and things that'll be going on in the game as well. So, I don't know. Do you have anything else that you want to add, Allie?
No?
I think we're pretty much there. Unless anybody has any questions they want to ask. Is there anything we missed? Okay, yeah. All right, so
Yep.
a briefer stream. Was that?
No one else is streaming right now, so we
Oh,
can't
okay.
rate anyone.
Gotcha. Unless they start streaming. Um, so well, I mean, I can't talk about the story quest for episode 2 because, of course, we want you to experience the quest, and it would telling you anything about it. We have a storyline, and it's being worked on, but it's definitely not something that I'd want to go through. I mean, in the past, this is one of the things that we've done in the past. I'm not sure I agree with that. We've gone on and say, "Hey, look, we did a new quest," and then we basically do a walkthrough of the quest on our stream. So I don't really want to do that, and see what we could do. Um, from there. But yeah, episode 2 and episode 3 are both being worked on, and episode 3 is still being fleshed out on the drawing board, and the third book in the series, the actual book that you would buy, which was Sword of Midris and then Eye of Scales. There's a third book that yet unnamed that we are working on putting together. I have an outline that I'm working on as well, and this third book will start tying into the quest lines and stuff. So will be that'll be interesting when we get that all done. So, um, no, Merrick, the stream did not end already. You must have lost connection. Um, the how do you help the devs find bugs? You join the bug brigade, and the way to do that would be to go into the player test environment section of the forums. You will find a post called "The Bug Brigade Rides Again." Read through that thread, which outlines the rules and the benefits and all the neat stuff, and then send a PM to me in the forums, and we'll get you set up to collect bugs and get rewarded for it. Every month, we're sending out rewards to people who are finding bugs, helping to fix the bugs, or help test the bugs once they are corrected. Okay. Okie dokie. We're gonna call it. This is again, it's a holiday month, and there's not a lot of stuff to talk about at this moment. Next month we will definitely have a much longer stream. So as a reminder, we're planning a 4-hour stream next month with extra prizes, extra things, extra activities in game, events, special stuff, special items, special sales, blah blah blah, all this neat things. So don't miss it. Definitely come and check us all out on the 19th. Will be the release. That'll bring the items in for the Crown Store. Looking going into January timeframe, and then on the 20th we will be doing the live stream, and we'll have a whole bunch of guests on the stream. So that'll be at 4 p.m. Central on December 20th. That's when the live stream is. So there you go. All right. Well, all that said, I guess we will call it a night and go get some sleep because both of us are definitely out of whack on our sleep schedules. So.
We do actually have someone to read now. Someone took my hint.
Cool. Excellent. Great. All right. Ping me.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. I didn't even. All right. Cool. All right. Doing that now.
Woohoo!
There we
All
go.
right.
Cool deal. All right, guys. Again, thanks for hanging out with us for this hour. Usually our streams are longer. And next month it's definitely going to be a good one. So don't forget, hang out with us and you won't regret it. Have a good one. Bye.
Good night.